think my family have been trying all kind of healthy advices, videos in the whole entire YouTube, and we have some credential. First of all, also my wife, she have degree, master degree in like a food expertise. So for some reason, because last 10 years we are together and also trying all kind of healthy approach to the body and the lifestyle, we have something to tell, so you don't have to go all this path. And because we tried so many things, we find out not only which work and which don't, but the baseline of all this, what we are doing with our health. And I think the invention we come into right now, that's a gold. That's a main thing. And also we have two kids, so we pretty worried about, hey, they also need to grow up and they also need to get some healthy habits from us. Don't tell about hundreds and hundreds of books we've been read to develop all kind of these things. So let's go. And some of those which we are going through, I've been doing ice baths, starving, eating with 6 months without meat, no sugar, no coffee for a long period of time, like also 6 months. I've been trying all type of avoiding and kind of healthy thing. And about sports, so many approaches, running, gym, kettlebells, all kind of sort of things. And now we'll start the main part of the video. Let your mind find out which you're good at. I figured out all this crowdy, noisy YouTube and other places, people who tell you how to do what is good, they're not you. Here's the thing. You are the unique hero, superhero in your character. I mean, your character has specific characteristic. You have some talent, you have some behavior, you've been growing so long, you've been gathering patterns all the way. So if you see someone say, I feel so good running couple miles every day, and now you get idea, oh whoa, I should do that. Like, look at this dude or girl. She's looking so good. Like, and you might think that's a key, but it's not. That's not the reality. They might like it because of something. Maybe their parents like it and they gather those. Maybe, they've been in, they've been in school, they've been involved in some sport, and sport people are like this. Now it's a good thing to have. I see a lot of sport people, and then when they grow up, they have this kind of characteristic. They need they need some stuff to keep going. I really have a good friend. She have personal like fitness coaching place, and she tell me, I can't imagine my day without running, doing exercises. But what about me? No, like, that's not about me. I feel bad when I'm running. That's bad. I mean, I can describe this, but that's just who am I. It's not mean if you never do now sports, you gotta gave up on everything. What I'm trying to say, you need to try as much as possible ways, especially if right now you're growing up. You gotta try every possible approach. Hey kiddo, let me make a video, okay? Yeah, we will find this out. Just I'll finish. Yeah, yeah. It is something weird, but let me please finish the video. Especially when you grow up, the idea is, oh, okay, if you have some sport involved by your parents, but if not, that's fine. Now you can test what the activity while you are doing you feel fine. For example, I don't like gym. Tried many times, failed. Like, it's not me. I cannot consistently go lift some heavy, maybe right now. Maybe I will go there. I don't know. But right now I feel okay with the swimming. I kind of enjoy that. I feel okay with some static thing like cardio. So let so f- probably my body okay with this right now and let it go. If you push harder, the energy will find the way out some other way. I'm telling you, if you really hate the stuff you do, it's not healthy. It's recently it's been the studies telling that the amount of stress you release by forcing you, over forcing you, doing some stuff you don't like is way more harmful than the benefits you could potentially gain from that. That's true. And don't think those guys who running marathon, it's about them. No, they have way different system in their head. They really they have different cocktails of hormones. But you who never do stuff and over push yourself, which thing is not built for you, which is not designed, like you don't like it, you might. That's why I have a rule of months. Like, give it a good trial. Try it with a good amount of time. You gotta take care about body, but the stress is not worth it. Now about food. We've been going through a lot of different stuff. Eating, not eating, cooking. Here, the same approach. Let go. Give yourself chance to try what is good for you. Some people just born and gather in patterns and they are okay with not eating meat, and some don't. You might be both of them like separately. See what's for you. You know, some people, for example, they are too craving about sweets. So that's the thing need to work with, because sweets overall is not healthy. But it's not mean again you need to create over stress about that. But I know people who are absolutely fine not having sweets. And and both of them watching specific video about harm effect of stress will have different results. That's what I'm saying. You need to find out who are you. Coffee. Like, I've been trying not to drink coffee. And in that period of time, I've been, you know how it's happened? When you start something, the universe gave you a lot of showing up videos, research saying that coffee is actually not so good. You need to avoid it. And I start, and the amount of stress built it over that was more than healthy benefit I could potentially gain from that. And I coming back to drink coffee, but more conscious, like a tradition, not like I don't add sugar in it. I enjoy the flavor. I don't drink coffee when I just wake up. So everything have a normal approach. Everything have a comfort approach. Even sweets, like, we know they're bad, everybody, but let's don't be a cult about that. Let's make it, for example, in my family, we make a tradition. We don't have sweets at home. At home can be sweets only produced by us. We can cook some cake. We can make some cookie. That's fine. That's sweets, but that's what okay in our house. But we don't bring sweets to the house. We can have a weekend when we go outside and have some ice cream. That's normal. So we build up not the panic around sweets, which we want one period of time we done. So we said to our daughter, you know what? We allow you to have one sweet per day. And we thought that's a healthy approach. We saw it in some video. Looks like it worked for us. But our daughter over craving about sweets, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But when we built the rule that she could, eat one sweet per day. Now she decided to use that rule as a maintenance. So she was every day saying, "Let's go to buy something because I have my one sweet per day." And we saw also that sometimes when she have a chance to eat more sweet than one, like Halloween or other stuff, she eat more than it's normally, like a addiction. So we create different approaches to sweets. We're not totally avoid them. We have them in our life, but with I would say mindful and conscious approach. So the sweets, coffee, now the food. Of course, you cannot say that cooking at home is not the best way, but we cannot perform it all the time, right? It's not possible. Also, find out the healthy approach. If you're the person who can, I saw those video, I've been trying that, who can spend one day, excuse me, it's morning, who can spend one day and cook and stock, like a lot of containers, stock them in the refrigerator, and then whole week have, wonderful. I'm really inspired by those organized people, but I'm not one of those. I'm not organized that much. So if you can, that's good. If you can cook something, that's great. If you cannot, let go the stress. Whole like the golden line or silver line in this video is, let's not build up stress. Let's try to make healthy habits or better patterns in our life. But just the moment you feel that stress you creating around implementing stuff you're trying to get is more, right there, start to find out the different approach. Because again, I find out also one important pattern in my life. The resistance about anything create nothing but more resistance. If the approach you find create too much resistance, by inner, like you feel you losing your energy. For example, I don't know, like any resistance in my life, when it's not natural, which when it's not conscious, it was building up even more harm. And I found this by stress. I see it immediately how I start acting more nervous when I cannot be so calm as I know I'm usually do. It's exactly moment when I get, okay, that's a signal. I'm overcomplicating something. I remember I started the challenge. Every day I was doing ice baths. It took me like 30 days. I've been doing that. Meantime, with that, I start other thing, but in a day 20, excuse me, you see, I'm not cutting. There are no edits. It's just a flow from the heart. And I felt in a day 20, I'm too stressful. It was like by reaction, by me talking to my wife, to my kids, I catch myself into the, whoa, 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 what's going on? Why I'm so nervous? And I found that the ice bath every day wasn't that good for me. It creates so much stress around. And yeah, there is some benefits, a lot of good benefits. But then I start making ice baths only when I feel like sometimes I do. Like I really want to go and have really ice baths. And it's calm me down, it release some hormones, it have some benefits. But when I do it every day, I feel that cocktails is too much for me. But catch that moment, it's a pure gold in everything. Wherever you do, wherever you start, anything, reading books, making any, I would say self-developing stuff. They're all good, but you are so unique. They cannot all of them work for you. And we are so overcrowded by social media, having thousands way how to be a better human. But the key is to be a really the best version of yourself is understand yourself, listen yourself. That's a problem we have, unfortunately, in this period of timeline when we so hardly can listen ourselves. What is good for us, who we are, what we, what's our, I would say, purpose, because each of us have a cocktails of pure ingredients of, you. But for some reason, right now we live in an age when those cocktails is mixed up with so many other ingredients and you start to compare. That's my pure talent and that's me. But look at all those people. Look how I don't know how sporty she is. Look how smart he is. Look how healthy she is. And you start looking into them and into the you and like, oh, I don't like this. But that's the issue. Find out the approach to you, who you are, what you are good at. It could be anything. For me, I can talk to the camera half an hour straight with no edit, with no scripts, and I feel that was my disadvantage, I thought. 5 years I've been fighting with myself, having pure willing to record, but thinking I'm wrong because I see all the videos, how people approach to making videos. They kind of make a script. They do 1 week research, gathering the best and juice. I've been trying 5 years doing that and I fail every time. Not having fun and thinking I'm wrong. Why they can't perform those nice, edits. And I tried many times, hundreds, and failed, couldn't maintain that. And then I found that's my advantage. I'm not that organized person. I just like to speak from my heart with no edits, with no preparation. I just meditate this morning and had an idea. You know what? I think people overcomplicate the healthy lifestyle. Can I make a video about that? That's all preparation I've done today. And I feel so good recording this video. No stress, have fun, making the coffee, talking to the camera, knowing that one day maybe my daughter will find this video. That's how I found the crowd tell me how to approach to my passion, then how I found myself disadvantaged by the crowd, by the social media, how I should perform this, and then I turn this into the what I want to do. If it's still too complicated, you can have a talk with me one-on-one. That's what I do because I'm certified life transformation coach. And if you feel I am the one you resonate with, you can find out how to contact me. I can work with you personally. That's the best approach. But anything I know, I will share in this video. Only the thing I cannot, hear you. Because when I hear you, I can hear the patterns in your words, in your speech, and I can lead you and cut the stuff you don't need. That's an ability I have. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful life, and I hope my daughter, sneaky listening me, will grow up and also get the advice from the video, right? Cheers.